The heart of California's agricultural powerhouse, Kern County, is facing an unprecedented crisis. Once bustling orchards now stand eerily quiet, their branches heavy with unpicked fruit. The reason? A shrinking workforce driven by fear and uncertainty in the wake of President Trump's immigration crackdown. Growers like Peter Belluomini are witnessing a mass exodus of laborers, their worst fears realized as fields lie fallow. "We're used to seeing a full workforce," Belluomini shares, his voice laced with worry. "Now it's a ghost town out there." The once predictable rhythm of harvest season has been disrupted. Where once 30 workers would meticulously pick oranges, now only a handful remain. The impact is staggering. Casey Creamer of California Citrus Mutual paints a grim picture. During a critical citrus harvest, 75% of the workforce simply didn't show up. The fear is palpable. Many workers, a significant portion undocumented, are gripped by the possibility of deportation. The very hands that feed America are now hesitant to show up, casting a long shadow over California's agricultural future. The impact of this labor shortage extends far beyond Kern County, threatening the entire nation's food supply. California's Central Valley, often dubbed America's Salad Bowl, stands on the precipice of a crisis. Monterey County, renowned for its fertile fields of lettuce, strawberries, and broccoli, faces an uncertain future. Norm Groot of the Monterey County Farm Bureau expresses a growing concern. If this trend continues, we're looking at crops rotting in the fields. The reliance on immigrant labor in California's agriculture is undeniable. Estimates suggest that roughly half of the state's agricultural workforce is undocumented. These workers, often demonized in political rhetoric, are the backbone of an industry that feeds millions. The Trump administration's hardline stance on immigration, coupled with increased border patrol activity, has sown fear and uncertainty. Workers, afraid of being targeted, are choosing to stay home, leaving crops unattended and harvests incomplete. The crackdown on undocumented immigrants has created an atmosphere of fear and apprehension in farming communities across California. Stories of Border Patrol agents in unmarked vehicles, stopping and questioning workers, have become commonplace. The fear is not unfounded. The Trump administration's rollback of Obama-era guidelines, which limited immigration enforcement in sensitive areas like schools and hospitals, has further heightened anxieties. Jenny Holterman, of the Kern County Farm Bureau, highlights the human cost of these policies. These are families, people with deep roots in our communities. They are terrified. The uncertainty surrounding their future is forcing many workers to make difficult choices. Some are returning to their home countries, while others are seeking work in other industries, further depleting the already shrinking agricultural workforce. The consequences of this labor shortage are far-reaching, threatening to cripple California's agricultural industry and send shockwaves through the national economy. Experts warn of dire consequences if the situation remains unaddressed. "We're looking at absolute economic devastation," warns economist Richard S. Gearhart. "The loss of a significant portion of the farm labor force could trigger a recession. The potential impact on food prices is equally alarming. The reduced workforce will inevitably lead to lower crop yields, driving up prices for consumers across the country." Add to this the Trump administration's threat of a 25% tariff on Mexican and Canadian imports, and the stage is set for a perfect storm. With Mexico and Canada being major suppliers of fresh produce, such tariffs could have a devastating impact on affordability and access to food for millions of Americans. The current crisis in California's agricultural heartland serves as a stark reminder of the indispensable role immigrant labor plays in feeding America. The empty orchards and fallow fields are a testament to the human cost of political rhetoric and short-sighted policies. As consumers face the prospect of empty supermarket shelves and soaring food prices, the true price of plenty becomes all too clear. The time for action is now. Ignoring the plight of farm workers and the looming crisis in American agriculture will have far-reaching consequences, impacting not just the economy, but the very fabric of our society.